Today we're here in Stanton, California with Izzy. Izzy, how old are you?
26.
And are you originally from Stanton, California?
No, I'm from Fullerton.
Fullerton. So you're local. What high school did you go to?
Braille, Linda.
And did you graduate?
Yes.
Nice. Did you further your education?
I started to, but unfortunately my dad had killed himself in the middle of my senior year of high school, and I honestly fell heavy into drugs, and I tried. I made it 2.5 years into college before my addiction just overcame everything.
Sorry to hear about your father.
It's okay.
What's your addiction?
Meth and fentanyl.
So what age did you start doing drugs?
Honestly, I've been doing them for as long as I can remember. My dad passed away, thankfully, never knowing that I had ever done any drugs, but like the first drug I ever remember doing was coke with my best friend. She was like, "Here, look, I got this. Sniff it. I'm sure you'll like it." Problem is, I loved it. But I had my last 3 years of high school sober until my dad passed, and then my addict brain went, here's an excuse to use, and went right back out.
How much does your drug habit cost you each day?
Honestly, anywhere from like $50 to $60, and that's just to keep me well. If like I'm actually aiming to be high, anywhere from like 100 to 200. Yeah.
And how does it make you feel?
I'm not like most people who use it, who like they nod out and everything. It actually gives me energy and makes me hyper. I'm part of that weird 5% of the world that Benadryl does the same thing. So for me, it actually gives me energy to go out and do stuff during the day.
And what's your current living situation?
I'm homeless. I live where I can. When I have the money, I get a room. Right now, my friend is letting me stay at his house today and last night, but I don't know where I'm going to go tonight, you know?
If you don't have money, where do you go? If you don't have money for a hotel, where do you end up staying?
Honestly, sometimes the streets, sometimes I will just meet a random person who's like, "Hey, do you want me to get you a room?" And they'll be nice and do it, and I won't have to do anything in return, but sometimes I have to do shit in return, you know?
Right.
But...
And how do you earn money out here? Do you booze, panhandle, do dates?
My primary source of income right now is unfortunately doing dates, but I also have started really doing really well with gambling. I hate to say it, like it's not a surefire way, but I've been pretty good at that. That's how I've paid for a room the past like 2 weeks, but it's the majority of it is from dates.
Like how do you gamble? What are you playing, cards, the casino?
It's honestly the illegal fish game, you know, the slap houses, as they say.
Okay.
Playing that. Yeah.
For your dates, what does your typical client look like?
Honestly, a lot of newbies, like people who haven't really seen anyone ever. A majority of my clients tend to be like either Asian or Hispanic, so.
Older, younger?
All over the place. I've had some where they were like 19, then I've had some that were like 86, so literally all over the place.
Have you ever worked a 9 to 5?
Yes, I have.
And what was that job?
I worked at a tanning salon full-time, and then I also was working at the same time at Elements Massage as the front desk, and also at a Cornerstone Chiropractic as well.
Awesome. So how dangerous is it out here?
It's extremely dangerous. I don't know if you noticed, but when you first called me over, I had my hand on my hip where my knife is, because I didn't know if you were someone who was going to try to grab me or anything.
Right. What's the most dangerous thing that has happened to you?
I've literally been grabbed and at gunpoint and pulled into the back of a car. I've been held hostage in my own home by someone who I thought was a friend. Like, yeah.
And do you report that stuff to the police?
I'm not a snitch. Out here we handle things on our own.
Are you currently trying to get out of your current situation?
Yes, because I do have a daughter.
And how old is she?
She just turned 1.
And where's she at?
Unfortunately, she's in foster care, but I'm doing everything I can to get her back.
Do you have any help from family or friends to?
It was just me, my grandma, and my dad, and my grandma's unfortunately, her health is deteriorating, so it's just me.
Where's your family located? Or your grandma?
My grandma's in a nursing home over there in Fullerton, and the rest of my family is in Montana, Ohio, Michigan, where my whole family's from. So, yeah.
And how does society treat you?
I mean, honestly, I'm fortunate enough to not look like I'm homeless. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm very fortunate in that aspect, so I don't get treated too much different. But sometimes I still get the stereotype where, like, I'll be going up trying to just ask someone for a jump from my friend's car, and they'll assume I'm someone trying to ask for money, and they'll be like, no, I don't have any. I'm like, thanks, but that's not what I'm asking, you know?
How long have you been homeless?
On and off since 2014, and officially like 100% homeless since February of last year.
And after being homeless, what's the most important lesson that you've learned?
I want to say just that you got to give everyone a fair chance, but also at the same time, keep yourself guarded. Like, before I was homeless, like, I was very, very, very naive, and I trusted everyone 100%, and I still trust everyone, but not 100%. Like, until they give me a reason not to trust them at all, I still give them some trust, but, like, I would never leave my bag with anyone ever again.
Smart. And where do you see yourself in 3 months?
Honestly, I'm trying to get into a program. So hopefully in a program, because...
Are there resources out here to help you? You just have to get yourself to there and admit? Or commit?
Honestly, I've tried. I was supposed to be able to get a hold of CityNet, and they never called me back. I was supposed to have an interview over the phone, and they were supposed to meet up with me to help me, and I've been waiting for 4 days now, and they still haven't called me back.
And lastly, are you okay if we use this interview on our YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Fabulous. Thank you very much.